From LEX 18, your official UK sports station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Tonight. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
So welcome into BBN Tonight. I'm Keith Farmer.
And I'm Josh Berry. And tonight, UK football makes its latest coaching hire official, while we also talk Kentucky basketball.
And later, we'll see interviews with the men in the middle of the UK defensive and offensive lines for this past season. Now, speaking of the Kentucky football team, the coaching staff continues to come into focus for 2021. That is tonight's Big Blue story presented by Baptist Health. We talked about him earlier this week, and now UK has made the hire of Jamal Singleton official. He's the new running backs coach and special teams coordinator, and he is excited to be here.
My family has fallen in love with Kentucky, and you got to understand, I've lived everywhere in the world. I was born in Turkey. My mother was British. I lived in England for about 10 years, lived in Germany, spent some time in Italy, lived in Texas. I bounced around a bunch of places, and Kentucky hit us. Now, my wife and daughter are big into horses, so obviously that's a big factor in it. But, you know, just the state of Kentucky in itself was amazing.
I could listen to him all day. He is so fun to listen to. Singleton returns to the college ranks after spending the last 5 years in the NFL, most recently with the Bengals. He also had some time with the Raiders and the Colts. And Josh, last time he coached in college, 2015 with Arkansas, and had a pretty good running back there too.
And he said that he's been all over the world.
Yeah.
That definitely gives him a different perspective of how football should be played, especially just given his resume alone. UK definitely has a good one, and can't wait to talk to him myself in a press conference. In other football headlines, UK's quarterbacks room is a little smaller after Nick SCALZO announced that he was entering the transfer portal after 2 seasons plagued by injury. Keith, hate to lose a guy, but this is a decision that obviously makes sense for him.
Yeah, you know, we were all excited when we saw him come here. He's supposed to be this real threat. And so to hear that you were excited about a player like that, now he's moving on, unfortunately, after, you know, having those injuries and everything. But it gives you a sense of, okay, well, we're okay where we are if this guy is moving on, because he was pretty good when he came here. 11 Kentucky players have been named All-Southeastern Conference by college football expert Phil Steele. Darian Kennard was named to the first team, while Yusef Corker, Jamin Davis, Drake Jackson, Boogie Watson, and Landon Young were second-team honorees. Punter Max Duffy, a shame here, third team, and Quentin Bohanna, Kelvin Joseph, Josh Paschal, Chris Rodriguez each earned fourth-team honors. Not a lot of surprise with all those within the league there.
And I'm trying to count how many Darian Kennard has. Like at this point, it's like 17.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems that every other day it's like, okay, he's won another one. He's won another one. He's won another one. That lets you know how big of a player he is.
And he's coming back.
And he's coming back. And he's coming back. Turning to hoops, the Kentucky men are 2-0 in 2021 after pulling out another close game. They took on Vanderbilt at Rupp Arena on Tuesday night. Olivier Starr led the Wildcats with 24 points and 7 rebounds, 14 of 17 from the charity strike. That's pretty impressive. Devin Askew had 11 points, 3 assists, and 3 steals. SEC Freshman of the Week Dante Allen finished with 14. Jacob Toppin had 6 big points in the second half to keep Kentucky in it. And Davion Mintz had the biggest shot of the night by draining the 3 from the corner, helping UK win 77-74.
I said to Devin and Davion, they had 22 points, 5 assists, no turns between them. Wow. Grabbed him after the game. I told Isaiah how proud I was. How about Isaiah struggled early? Had a little, emotional thing on the bench, kissed him on the forehead, said, look, I love you, kid. Just come back. You'll be fine. And then he gets the biggest rebound of the game.
Coach was drawing it up, and I knew where he had placed me. I knew that it would be open. And, Devin put it right on the money, and it was just bottoms. It felt amazing. So, especially right after it, I vividly remember, missing one of my game-winning threes at Creighton, and just to hit one in the exact same spot years later, of course. I mean, that just felt amazing.
Keith, the Cats are surely growing up right before our eyes, finishing out these close games that they couldn't do earlier in the season.
Yeah, one of the stats that really popped is turnovers. Cats only had 2 in the entire game against the Commodores. That's the fewest for a UK team in the John Calipari era and the fewest in program history since 1983. Now, meantime, freshman Dante Allen had another good game on the offensive end, but John Calipari says he needs to clamp down on defense.
And I told him, I said, look, if that's the case and it's even Steven, I'm probably good with you. But you got to get to where And they were game planning stuff. Like, he went under a screen. They just did some stuff. But I'm telling you, he deserves to be on that court. And you know what he does to the defense. He spreads out the defense. I ran a play for him, banged a three, right to the top, boom.
And freshman B.J. Boston continues to struggle, going 3-9 for 6 points in 27 minutes of play on Tuesday night. But Coach Cal came to Boston's defense following a game where fans were heard booing the former top 5 recruit.
We need our fans to absolutely support B.J. I don't know why anybody would just want to be nasty to anybody. If you want to be nasty to me. It's my fault. Don't be nasty to him. I'm the one that put him in the game. So if you're mad, just be mad at me. Be positive. Everybody left Devin alone. When Devin struggled early, no one really got on Devin. Our fans left him alone. They let him do his thing. And look where Devin is now. And now I'm saying the same thing. Our fans haven't been bad on BJ. They've been pretty good because they're good people.
Boston followed up with this tweet yesterday. I don't need no sympathy. I'm a man who steps up to every challenge and faces it.
All right, coming up next on BBN Tonight, we talk with the man in the middle of the Kentucky defense for the football team.
Senior Quentin Bohanna talks about his time in blue and his hopes for the NFL when we return.